Mizzou coach Brian Smith prior to the NCAA tournament. Gosh, your team comes in, strong conference performance. Talk about how you see the guys doing coming into the NCAAs.
Well, I was real pleased with that conference. We had the 6 champs, and the guys really stepped up, and most of them wrestled at or above their seeds, and that's what we were looking for, that energy on the mat and things that we had seen in the practice room but had been inconsistent at times during the season. But coming in this week, our team looks good. They're relaxed. They're healthy. They're excited to get going here in the home state of St. Louis, Missouri. They love it. So we're very excited as a program.
What kind of year has it been for Jaden Cox? Obviously, going for a 3rd NCAA title is a big deal. But he came home from Rio with a medal around his neck, and it's not a normal experience for most college wrestlers.
Yeah, and I think he was really sluggish in the first semester. I made him take a month off, and he wanted to get back, and I really should have held him out longer. But there was a point in the middle in January where I sat him for about a week and a half, and he came back with a lot of energy because his workout partners were not pleased with me. But he is raring to go now, and at the conference, this last month, it's like something went off in his head, kind of like at the trials last year, and he's just like, it's time to go. It's go time for Jaden, and he's ready to go.
And people got to know him a little more, not only through the college season, but when he went over and represented our country. What a great kid. I mean, but he's not somebody that you can predict what he's going to say or do or think,
is he? But he's, I look at him, people say, oh, he's been great for the University of Missouri. I look at it, he's an ambassador for our entire sport, United States wrestling, for the college wrestling, for just everything, because he presents himself, he carries himself in such a positive way, and he's you always talk about it, he's a role model because he does the right things.
You guys set a team goal for this? I mean, I guess one of the levels you could look at is a trophy, and another one would be the number 1 trophy.
We want to be on that stage at the end of this tournament, and we want to have multiple guys in the national
finals. But you have
finals.
guys that all are capable of putting you there, right?
We definitely have guys. We have Jaden as the top seed, a couple 3 seeds. We have a couple other guys that have been here. Daniel Lewis, who was 4th here last year. So we have a good nucleus of guys that have accomplished great things here, and we just need them to step up and do it again.
Tiger Style Wrestling has some great fan base. Are they going to be out here in numbers?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know that you're going to have the alum and the fans coming down?
We sold out our allotment of a bunch of tickets, and I think it's about 800, and people are still begging me for more, but that's a good thing. They'll be here. They'll be here screaming and yelling and having a good time in between.
So of your group, I mean, people know some of the kids that have done real well before, but are there some people we should watch out for that, maybe a conference champ, but maybe not have been an All-American before?
You have John Ernesty, who wasn't even the starter in the beginning of the year, and then when Jaden Ironman decides, I just can't do this weight class and I'm going to move up to 41, John just kind of filled in and did more than that. He gets himself seated here 10th and wins the conference and has been probably one of the more consistent guys on our team throughout the season. And so he's been really not a surprise to me because I watch him in the practice room and the way he trains. And then, of course, Jaden Ironman jumping up a weight class halfway through the year at the Scuffle. And he's the 8th seed here, and he's one's a sophomore, one's a freshman. So I'm excited about those two and what they're capable of and what their mindset is coming into this.
So you've been in a MAC for a couple of years for sure. Talk about the conference, right?
Yeah.
5 years, a full group of kids, right? Because Jaden's won his titles as a MAC champion, right?
Yes. Yeah, so I think we just finished our 5th straight year of winning.
How's the conference doing?
I think it's doing great. When I look at, I know there was this, do we really want Missouri in there? But I think the approach, and Coach Borelli said it best, that we bring you guys in, people are going to have to come up and recruit and have to maybe even spend more like Missouri's doing, and I think I see that. Central Michigan's really making a push. Northern Iowa coming in with us too has made a big push.
Yeah, Northern Iowa. Heck, they beat you in a duel, right?
They beat us in the duel this year, and it was a knockdown, drag-out battle, and they put it to us. And so it's become a great rivalry, and we're close to each other, so it's been good on that. But seeing Northern Illinois at the conference and how they're getting better, and just the conference overall, I think we qualified a little below 40 or maybe at 40. So we're doing well.
As a head coach, is this a fun time for you, or are you able to stay loose even though you know that it's been?
You know what? This is an easy group. They're very relaxed, so that helps me. That they're relaxed and they're ready to have some fun this weekend.
Because you've invested so much time and effort and love into these guys, right? So.
You know what? I remind people that it's a great thing that you work with these kids since the week after nationals last year, and they've been training, and you've been looking after them and making sure they're going to classes and all. But ultimately, you're judged on this weekend.
Yeah.
And I don't tell them that, but I know I'm judged on that, and they are. But I don't. They're unbelievable kids. I do love them, and they've been special on and off the mat for me, and they're going to do great things here. They always do.
Well, I really appreciate your time, Coach, and have a great weekend. Huh?
You too.